Hi, my name is Rosina Ghebreyesus. I am 17 years old and I am the Excelsior Clubhouse's Youth of the Year. My proudest achievements are being accepted into 106.1's Cameo internship program, attending Sacred Heart Cathedral through the club, and also just being an active member in my Keystone. My dream is to become a writer or a journalist and write something that potentially helps someone else in this world. From there, I'd like to build and maybe even one day own my own media outlet company where I am able to report on news in the world, in my community, in other people's communities. I think my dream matters because through my experience that when I was growing up, I couldn't always relate to someone's face, and I just needed someone's words to guide me through my life. And so I want to do the same for someone else out there.
Visualize your home. What do you see? A couch, a TV, your family? Visualizing my home, I see Excelsior Boys and Girls Club. The club saved my life. They gave me a stable home when I didn't know one. My name is Rosina Ghebreyesus. I'm 17 years old and have been a 12-year member of the Excelsior Clubhouse. Growing up within the club, it was like I was surrounded by family every day. The club is the place I find happiness and peace. With a single mom, the club came in handy. My mom worked a lot, so she couldn't always hang out or take me home. I remember one night, I was 8 years old, Tama, a former staff, kept the club open till she could get there. To this day, he doesn't know what that meant to me. Our life has been filled with so much disappointment, but the club and the people in it never let us down. Stepping into my house, that feeling changed. My mom was left to raise 5 children alone. She did, but that didn't cease the daily arguments and abuse that resulted. Tears shed from heartache of having to see it. I grew up watching the world punishing my mom for doing her best. As I got older, I began to keep that pain and frustration bottled up inside, neglected feelings of why my father left and why my mom fends for herself and 5 others. Internally channeling everything that was wrong with my life, combined with upsets in school and at home, I began to feel low. Then I remember my mom, family, the club, and Tone. The club introduced me to the most influential person in my life, Antonio Tone Moreno, the man who I see as my dad, who cared for me, taught me how to respect myself, others, but most importantly, how to laugh. Tone went beyond, celebrating my birthdays, showing up to graduations, and listening to the haunting thoughts that traveled through my mind. He didn't have to say or do anything, but he chose to. Not only did the club provide me with a father figure, but it also provided academic support and an acceptance into Sacred Heart Cathedral. Today, I am a 3.8 student with an internship at iHeartRadio on my way to study journalism at a university. Because of the club and its programs, I know what I want to do in life. I used to think I wouldn't be much, but finding worth in myself, I learned to strive for better. I hope to aid children in finding their spark and knowledge that lies within. I hope to help teens understand depression and teach them it's okay to not be okay. Knowing this, I will become a writer using my words to help those that can't always relate to a face. I'll help women understand their worth, strength, and stature in this world as inspirational figures, and men find their compassion, knowledge, and inner power to lead with heart. Thanks to the club, I've learned that love is always around you, and when letting it in, you make the decision to accept happiness in your life. On any given day, I believe a rose can blossom, but this rose is special because she grew from concrete. Thank you.